Basically, let's get lost. Oh, keep the coast low. KFC is the gravy guy. Oh. Hey, 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 give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh, give me that bucket. I said, give me that bucket. Give me that bucket. Oh,
and we are live. There it is. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Afrocast. This is the Let's Talk film version. I don't know what that means, other than I just figured we could just talk and chill. I do have a stream at 8:30 that I need to jump on, but we're gonna just hang out until then. We're just gonna chill, hang out, talk, shoot the shit, you know, roll the dice on the conversation die. So yeah, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We're gonna say hi to everybody real quick. I'll go fast. First and foremost, though, we got to honor somebody. We got a new first in chat. Came out swinging. We love him. We appreciate him. Aloha to our buddy. The Beast 808 says aloha and blessings, everyone. Aloha and blessings to you, my friend, and for being first in chat. Let's let your soul glow. Just let your soul glow, baby. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let your soul glow. Thank you so much for being first, bro. I appreciate you. What's up, Steel Like a History? Good to see you, man. I am blessed, and I appreciate you, bro. Much love to you. DeB says, like the stream as you make your way in, folks. Off in the corner, we have a prayer circle to help Meek out of his gayness if you're so inclined. There's no help for me. It's too late. What's up, Aaron? Happy Thursday, man. Appreciate you. What's up, Caleb Sullins? Typical hijinks. D-Day McLean, we're doing a fast hello, okay? What's up, Apollo Monopoly? Shout out, D-Day McLean. Shout out, bro. Steel Like a History, member for 11 months, says, thanks for everything you've done for me. Always making sure I don't give up. I just hit 691 subs today. Thanks to all of you. Be blessed.
that's a huge bitch.
Thank you. 691 subs. Ain't nothing to sniff at, bro. Killing it. Shout out, Robert. Appreciate you. What's up, Grego? Said fell asleep during Mario during Mario Kart. Y'all went long into the night. Well, you know, we do what we do. What's up, Fergason? Fergason says 10th. Soundwave Superior says 199. What's up, Soundwave Superior? Hi, sissy. Welcome in. What a nice surprise for Epiverse. I know. I like to give you guys surprises. Josie, when I pure blood, just give to the channel membership. Thank you so much. Aaron is now part of the Meek. Welcome to the Meek. Thank you for the follow over on Kick. Nishi does gaming. Thank you. I hope you're not a bot. What's up, Stall 14? Welcome in, man. Golden Nuggets, good to see you. Nearsighted Cyclops, shout out, bro. What's up, Agent Orange? Weird Robot, welcome in. Tommy Doyle says, hi, Meek. I'm slowly into a much more positive groove. I recently got 2 applications for future jobs in my town and watched an informative TED Talk. G might not like it, but hey, I need to get better. Hey, you're all good, bro. We just want you to do better. We want you to succeed. We want you to do better, bro. You're good. Appreciate you. What's up, lovely Sherry? How you doing? Good to see you. Donna Hall says, hail chat, trying to give report so I can get the hell out of here. Send help. All right, we will release the Meek Police. You won't see them, you won't hear them, but you'll know their job is done because you'll be able to go home soon. Shout out, Donna. Appreciate you. What's up, Vorpal Snack? Welcome in, man. Good to see you. Sorry, I had to help Lady Epic with something just before we started. You ever drop some food and they can't find it, disappears? Where do you think it goes? It goes in the same place that your left sock that always disappear goes. There's a weird in-between realm where all the lost pieces of clothing, that one toy piece that you dropped as a kid on the floor, or in your parents' car that you never found again, that's there too. Things like that. Anything that disappears, you know, inexplicably and is never seen again and makes no sense, it goes into that realm. So, yeah. Disper says, I've got fried chicken meese in my soul. Is me? Oh no, not meese, bro. That's crazy, bro. What's going on, Disper? Shout out, bro. Hope you had a good time over on Drinker's channel. Saw you over there talking about movies and shit. Being the smartest one on that panel. You can't deny it. Your British superiority will not allow it, but you won't accept the compliment either. Thus being the Schrodinger's compliment of the British. Yeah. Or something like that, whatever. Shout out. Let's see. Sherry, we said hi. What's up, Rough Night? Good to see you. Plural of moose is Mises. That's crazy. What's up, Meek Heyman? Hail, fellow figs and figettes. Plural of sheep is sheepages. That's wild, bro. That's actually pretty good, though. Charles Devane says, yeah. Hail, Mickey, the cream of the crop on Afro gas. Yeah. Jeremy is a homosexual man. Yeah. And Beardo is a retarded ass bitch. Heard the news that Hikuleo is making his debut on WWE tomorrow. What are your thoughts? I don't know anything about that guy. Yeah, he's a very different wrestler to me. He's not in my radar. I guess I'll have to check him out, though, especially if you know about him. Yeah, maybe he's a special kind of talent. I'll have to check him out. Thank you, Charles Devane. Appreciate you, bro. All right, we're almost done. Oh, yeah, dude, yeah. I don't know what's going on with the internet today. I know StreamYards went down for a lot of people. I have been having trouble all day today. I had trouble with Spotify. I had trouble with the thing that the program I use for generating my AI thumbnails. I've had trouble all today with weird shit going on. I don't know what's going on with the internet. Obviously, some kind of thing is happening and we don't know about it and they'll never tell us. But yeah, pretty weird. Hopefully, somebody on X can break the news and find out what's going on. Maybe somebody in chat knows already. What's up, Jimmy Collins? Welcome in. Good to see you, bro. It's like the plural of Mike is Meeks. That's true. That's very true. Big Tyrone for 2. Fuck. Says, let's talk about the film we made last night. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Big Tyrone. His mouse is Meese. Yeah, mouse is Meese. Says Vorpal Snack. Yep. Multiple mics seems like more gay than the world can handle. Probably. What's up, Panda Simone? Good to see you as well. What's up, Chrysanth? Good to see you. We need cake emojis up in this bitch. Probably true. Yeah, I probably should go. Mike's intro so long. I finished the last boss of Night Rain. Bro, are you liking Night Rain? I have it. I have not touched it yet. I have not had a chance to even play it. I really do want to play it. We got to schedule some time to play it. Yeah, I really want to play Night Rain for sure. Sponsored by Urban Dictionary. Fuck. All right, here we go.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
For 5 says this stream is sponsored by Urban Dictionary, and the phrase of the day Mike does not want you to look up is Abe Lincoln. I do not want you to look up Abe Lincoln on Urban Dictionary, but I know you're going to do it no matter what I say to you. So good luck with that one. Thank you for the 5 sponsored by Urban Dictionary. It'd be kind of cool to be actually sponsored by Urban Dictionary, though. The song is proof our glorious AI overlords will be worthy gods. It's pretty good, man. The Beast just became a member of The Meek. Shout out. Thank you for joining The Meek, The Beast. Aloha. And then Ruin Leon, who I was just thinking about today, says, Mike, what's going on, Ruin Leon? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Rabnad? Good to see you as well. I heard Mike gonna Hulk out at the next group of people protesting stupid shit in Michigan. That's very likely. I'll just go and make fun of him though. Yeah, so biggest news here. I'm just gonna scroll right down. Mike's Afro looking rather sideshow Bob tonight. That's what everybody keeps fucking saying. I don't know what it means.
Stop! You violated the law.
Anyways, Coming to America, mostly black cast movie that everyone loved. Means that people don't care about the cast when the movie's good. It's very, very, very true. What's up, John Ambler? Good to see you, bro. What's up, Kenzo? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Touch with Fire for 2 says boneless wings are nuggets. Hi, Mike. That's fucking blasphemy. I don't agree with that at all.
Stop! You violated the law.
You know, the people that get upset with me, listen, I hate this debate. The people that think that boneless wings are simply nuggets, they sound like Philistines. They like to suck on chicken bones, rubbing hard, gristled bone meat in their mouths, sucking them dry like the homosexual man. They're not nuggets. They're something else, but I don't know what they are, but they're not nuggets. They're not. Okay? Boneless wings are nuggets. Disparu! No! They're not. There's something else. They're not. They're not nuggets. Chicken nuggets are nuggets. As I'm never wrong, you were about to be correct at some point, says Disparate Crescent. That's wild, bro. What's up, Brimstone? How you doing, buddy? Pedro Pascal collects the socks. He's very busy with them, yeah, especially male socks, man. I'm working on a list of the best dads of movie/TV. Do y'all have any suggestions? Uncle Phil has to go on there. Carl Winslow has to go on there. Bob Saget from Full House has to go on there. Danny Tanner. 3 of the best movie dads of all time right there. Yeah, they definitely have to go on there. Doku Man says your Afro is stuff of legend. Hail mortal. Well, thank you, Doku Man. Appreciate it, bro. The underpants gnomes get all the food. Is that what we're calling them now? Or underpants gnomes? Is that what we call Pedro Pascal? Is he the leader of the underpants gnomes? Yikes. I lost my Simpsons music tape. It disappeared from my dad's car. And I understand why parents would throw away something like a DVD for Frozen. You're just driving down the road and like listening to your Simpsons music tape, and then you fall asleep and your dad just ejects it and throws it out the window. When you wake up, they just don't say anything to you. Like, I never saw that tape again. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to it. Dad, have you seen the Simpsons tape? No, son, I haven't seen it. Maybe you should keep better track of your tapes. Oh no, bro. Kragos, I hope you find another one that you can listen to. That's crazy. Pie Wacket says I usually blame the dog for lost items. I'm so fucking behind, dude. What's up, Raptors? Google had issues with them, which then took out all the companies that use it as cloud software. Oh, see, I knew that Disparu would, or that Disparu probably have a thought about it. What's up, Obscura Mask? Welcome in. You're chatting a lot more. I appreciate you. Movies, Short Circuit 1 and 2. We watched Short Circuit 1 for the Monday Hangover. I'm sure we'll watch 2 at some point as well. So you can talk about what a bad idea Spaceballs 2 is. We're definitely going to talk about Spaceballs 2 here. Dina McLean, member for 2 months, says Stevie Wonder, Master Blaster, 1980. One of my all-time faves. Check that out. I wish I could right now, but I will absolutely get copyright struck for that, right? Or a copyright claim for that right away. We know about it. It was reported. Oh, I didn't pay attention to anything, I guess, today. I just saw that there was shit going on. It bothered me, and then I didn't do any research into it and expected somebody else to help me figure it out instead. So, I really like Night Rain. Done 5 bosses now, including the last one. Fucking hell, bro. That's awesome. Frank the Tank said, damn, I'm late. I never got the notification. I've heard a lot of people have been getting that. The horror host said, I saw Beardo starting a daily blog about working out. Don't know why he had to include in the colostomy bag in the thumbnail. You know, it's just one of those things. Night Rain is just Elden Ring, but faster. It's just the combat from Elden Ring with no filler. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna have to play it. Yeah, we gotta, I'll get with you soon to figure out some time to play it, even if it's off stream, just to play it. I gotta get my fix, bro. Yeah, especially if you're killing it like that, man. Yeah, I want to jump in there with you, so. Meek, have you thought about making you a plushie? I have thought about it. I don't think I have enough people to justify the order I'd have to make for it yet. Like, because if I'm gonna make it, I want to sell out of it, and I don't think I have enough people watching me and supporting me yet to justify getting the order made for one to guarantee that I would sell out of them. But it is certainly on my thought list. I definitely have thought about it. So I like Night Rain, but it's the complete opposite of how I play Elden Ring. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. Use Cake Epic Mike over at metapcs.com and get a discount. Thank you, Turd Ferguson. Stroke survivor Mazza with AIDS. Yeesh. Mike, that G Fuel sponsor you set me up with gave me a stroke and diabetes. And by a stroke, I think you mean he stroked you. If that wasn't bad, Factor dropped me after my stroke because I'm a liability. I don't know how you got all those sponsors in the first place, Mazza, but good luck to you, man. That's fucking crazy. Miki, I had a bad dream where I had Sugarfoot, but I woke up and remembered you're the one with diabetes. Well, thank you, Donald McNamara. I'm glad that I could absorb the evil of your dream and make you feel better. All right, I'm gonna skip way fucking down. I'm gonna read any super chats on the way down, but I gotta catch up on chat. All right, I'm sorry. It sucks, but it's how it has to be. All right, let me see here. Big Tyrone for 2 says, I love your hair, Pooks, never change. Fuck. It's not a question of like, it's just reality. Wings have bones in them. Fuck! Stop! No! Boneless wings are nuggets. Boneless wings are nuggets. Make the bone sucking noise again. That's what they all sound like, bro. It's what they all sound like. You're like hanging out with your boy and you're like, hey, yo, let's get some wings, man. And he's like, yeah, bro, I can't wait to get some wings with some big ass chunky fucking bones in it. I hope the bones take up 95% of the fucking meat content, bro. And then you're like, cool, man, whatever. And you're eating your boneless wings. You're like, delicious. I ate that whole thing. It's gone. Nothing. It's gone. And your buddy's like, cool, man. And you're like talking. You're like, so what you been up to? How you doing, man? And your buddy's like, sorry, man. I had to clean the bone off. I had to clean all the meat off this bone. They're like twirling it in their fucking fingers and stuff. Like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Why do I have to point this out to people? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Remember when Meek demonstrated what sucking on a chicken wing looked like? Nobody remembers that. Don't clip that. Remember, I invoked Prima Nocta, which means that you can't clip anything that I say on these streams. Remember that? You guys remember. Eric Helpelfinger provides his boneless wings are chicken hot pockets. I'm okay with that. Hot pockets are great. Hot pockets are awesome. Sucking on bones is unironically good for you, though. Be an animal. That sounds really gay, bro. Dokuman for 2 says, look up Necromorph on Urban DIC for a good laugh. Necromorph. Oh, on Urban Dictionary? All right, let me look it up here. I shouldn't do this. Necromorph. I don't even know how to pronounce this fucking word. It's not often I run into that. On Urban Dictionary, if I type in necromorph, the first thing that pops up, a derogatory euphemism to refer to people in the... Oh. I'm just gonna move on. Damn.
What the fuck?
It's crazy. Dude, Uncle Phil's the first one I put on the list, but I don't know what your fucking list look like. I gotta get catch up. I gotta catch up on chat. All right, sorry guys. I gotta catch up on chat. If I miss you, if I miss something you said, I'm sorry. I'm gonna read super chats, but I'm gonna catch up. Gunpla Rozzy for 199 says, epic time. Final Fantasy IV will be the worst Marvel movie. It's got a lot of heavy contenders to be the worst, but it's not gonna be good. If you're in a documentary mood, Pee-wee as himself on Maxi Ray is on my list. I really want to check it out. I love Paul Rubin, and I love that he got vindicated. Let me see here. Recipes Bad Wolf, member for 3 months, says, is there an epic verse tonight, or did I get the wrong day again? No, there is an epic verse tonight, 8:30 Eastern time. I'm just doing a stream beforehand. That's exactly what happened, says Grey Ghost. Yeah, I kind of figured, bro. Are we afraid to say that Bill Cosby was a great TV dad? No, he was. Bill Cosby was a great fucking TV dad. Touch with Fire says fish sticks with ketchup or tartar sauce. Ketchup. I would have my fish sticks with ketchup. Disproof says, yeah, it's weird. Classes I would never play in Elden Ring. I love in Night Rain. I like the big-handed, two-handed hammer stuff. I never liked in Elden Ring. Interesting. So they kind of tighten it up a little bit. That's rad. Kickstart it, says Expire. That's not a bad idea, actually, kickstarting it. I could kickstart it and see what happens. Mike, I'm giving you 3-week warning. I'm going to gift you a copy of Unpossessed Exorcism Simulator once the Steam sale goes live. You have been warned.
Huh?
Bro, I already know I'm gonna get scared as fuck about that. Mountain Mud for 5 says we should all pitch in, buy a couple hundred Meek plushies and send them all to Dan. There you go. Peaches and Cream says, hey Mike, used to have a fro before reattaching my dreads. Well, hell yeah, there you go. One of these days I'll get dreads, or I mean I'll get I'll either cut my hair or I'll braid them again. Disproof says, which homeless scrubbers are you hanging out with that suck the bones? Who the fuck sucks on wings? A lot of people just sitting around suckling. See? A lot of people, bro. Big Tyrone for 2 says, I've heard that bone sucking sound before.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would.
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences!
Don't clip those things! I gotta catch up on fucking chat, bro. I'm so behind. Mike's too good at those motions. Mike making the noise him and Mazza make, and you know 0 people that eat wings like that. That's not true. I know people. There's people. Don't clip anything I say. Chicken Hot Pockets are not filled with anything. They're filled with happiness, bro. What's up, Basket City? Welcome in, bro. I don't think he knows, Mike knows what prima nocta means. I actually do know what it means, but I was hoping that a lot of less people knew what it meant than I did. You wouldn't even be one of the greatest grift lords if we couldn't rag on your goofs during stream, dog eater. I mean, that's fair, gay carpenter. KG Corey for 5 says, I just saw a 2,000-year-old oil stain. It was from ancient Greece. I legitimately walked right into that one. I did not see that coming at all. I did not expect that at all. What did I do? I didn't do anything to you, Chrysanth. I gotta fucking catch up. I'd say that's a bond over Uncle Phil love, but hey, if you want to be an insult, that's fine too. No, turd, you know what? Just be happy. It's the balance that they do around damage, health mitigation, and each class gets his own perk. His is he can't be staggered with damage while swinging. Really? So a slow attack doesn't annoy me. Oh, that's rad. Not being able to get staggered is actually pretty fucking great. I'm assuming Scrubber isn't an insult in America as he stumbled over it. Scrubber is not an insult over here. What does Scrubber mean? I gotta look that up now. What does Scrubber mean? Scrubber means people call me a scrubber. Didn't mean to call somebody that. A woman that gets around and is very sexually promiscuous. That describes me to a T, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Don't clip anything. Okay, I'm almost caught up. Okay, we're caught up on chat. Yes, the best live streams on YouTube. Well, that's very kind, Sandman. I don't think that, but maybe. I don't know. DW McLean says Beardo's not literally gay, he's figuratively gay. I mean, that's fair. I think that's a good way to look at things. All right, let's talk about this real quick. This is important. Big announcement today. We already knew this was happening, but now it's officially announced. Mel Brooks, who's like fucking 99 years old and is certainly not fully coherent when he's doing the things that he's doing. Let me see how old he actually is right now. Mel Brooks he's 98 years old. This man was born in 1926. Let's look up 1926. Let's see what was happening in 1926 in America. The first public demonstration of a true television system happened in 1926. The launch of the first liquid fuel rocket by Robert Goddard, and the establishment of the U.S. numbered highway system, including Route 66. This motherfucker is so old. He was around when televisions first came to prominence. That's crazy, bro. He's old as dirt. There's no way this man is competent at all. And then Frank the Tank, after all of that, drops 5 gifted memberships. Shout out Frank the Tank. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Memberships to Brian K, Basket City, Secretary Nugget, who is the real Chrysanth, Drakenwolf, and Touch with Fire. Thank you so much. So yeah, let's watch the announcement, and then we're going to talk about, he was there when America invented roads, right? I'm like, what? It's crazy. He served in World War II as an 18-year-old. That's wild, dude. "38 years ago, there's only one Star Wars trilogy. But since then, hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. Since then, there have been a prequel trilogy, a sequel trilogy, a sequel to the prequel, a prequel to the sequel, countless TV spin-offs, a movie spin-off of the TV spin-off, which is both a prequel and a sequel, not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Parks, 2 Avatars plus 3 upcoming Avatars, making 5 Avatars, 36 MCU movies with 2 different Robert Downey Jr.'s, DCU attempt number 1, DCU attempt number 2, an animated Lion King, a live-action animated Lion King, a live-action animated Lion King prequel, 8 Harry Potter movies, a TV series remaking the same 8 Harry Potter movies, a whole streaming service of Star Trek, 7 Alien movies, 2 of which were also Predator movies, not to be mistaken for 6 Predator movies that are not also Alien movies, 1 Prometheus, which is kind of an Alien movie, 4 Beatles movies, and Oppenheimer. But in 38 years, there's only ever been 1 Spaceballs. Until now.
40 years.
All right, now we get to listen to him talk.
40 years. We asked, what do the fans want? But instead, we're making this movie. May the Schwartz be with you.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, so we're getting a Spaceballs sequel. He's so old he watched TV go from black to white to color. Yeah. He doesn't seem like he's in cognitive decline to me. Well, maybe not. Shocky Rogers book review for 5 says, Hail Miki just picked up Hellblazer, Dangerous Habits. Gonna give it a review. Much love, bro. Oh, hell yeah, man. Sounds awesome. Appreciate you, Shaggy Rogers. I'm hesitantly optimistic. So I was hesitantly optimistic. I was. Because some of the news that we did get are very popular. What has happened to my balls to make them space? Future. His space balls are so old they track on the floor. I just went from 6 to midnight. Some of the positives, okay? It is confirmed that Bill Pullman is coming back as Lone Star. It is also confirmed, hold on, that Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement to be in this movie. Okay? Huge. Those are huge announcements, bro. Okay? And I think that's pretty exciting because Rick Moranis, for people that don't know, he's talked about it many times. He doesn't miss Hollywood. He doesn't miss being in movies. He doesn't really miss any of this stuff. And to get him out of retirement is kind of a big deal. Oh, Sissy says it wasn't funny. He's gonna be 100 when that movie comes out. Yeah. It can work if they hammer Disney hard. Yeah, but here's the thing. Part of it is the humor definitely has to exist as it is. Okay? You can't do this without John Candy. I would think that, but bringing back all the other people, I think, and honoring John Candy would be huge. He's so old that they'll get his own movie and be able to critically review it. It's like, what is this garbage? I don't understand. But yeah, man, that's huge. Got Spaceballs 2 before Winds of Winter. Holy shit, we did. Yeah, Rick Moranis is confirmed to be coming out of retirement, bro. Who made that man a gunner? Isn't Rick old as balls too? I think Rick Moranis is in his 60s now. But he's been doing good. I mean, like, he's happy without it. He doesn't really care. Like, never mind, he's 72. Yeah, he's very old. Yeah, he's talked about it, man. He doesn't really miss it. He doesn't really care about it. He wanted to spend time with his family and just do whatever he does. But, so let's read a little bit about this. The biggest thing, this is the thing that I'm concerned about. Okay. Josh Gad is the head of this. Okay. Josh Gad, for people that don't know, I'll show you a picture of him. He does the voice of fucking Olaf and Frozen. To me, Josh Gad is the theater kid equivalent of fucking Seth Rogen. That's who Josh Gad is to me. Like, this is his fucking face. This guy here. He's like the overweight theater kid version of Seth Rogen. That's who he is. He played LeFou in the live action remake and couldn't stop talking about how excited he was to make LeFou gay so he could, like, I don't know, have lore about him and Riding Nowhere. Thank you for the subscription. He couldn't wait to talk about LeFou being gay and hooking up with Gaston. That was a huge concern. It's a huge red flag to me. Him being a producer, starring in it, and writing it is a huge concern to me. Oh, Gray Goes for 5 says, technically this is the third movie because the second movie was the unreleased The Search for More Money. They found more money. There you go. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Josh Gad. That was a huge concern for me. I love the other people that are in this. I love that they have the original cast coming back. Josh Gad posted on this, in his own social media message, I was that child who saw Spaceballs before I ever saw Star Wars, then wonder why anyone would do a dramatic remake of the Mel Brooks classic. It is therefore the greatest gift of my life to now help take the reins and work alongside Mel and his incredible group to do a sequel to the movie that first inspired George Lucas. Like, I get the humor, but I also, like, I don't know. It doesn't spark excitement. Josh Greenbaum is the one directing it. We're gonna look up some of the people that are working on this that are confirmed. So Josh Greenbaum, for people that don't know, let me see here. I'm gonna pull up his filmography right here. We'll point to some of the things that he's actually done. So he's directed a few episodes of Fresh Out the Boat. He directed a few episodes of New Girl. He was the creator of a show called Max and Shred. I've never fucking heard of that. It was a Nickelodeon TV show. He's directing the Care Bears movie. Yeah, he directed the movie Strays. I didn't see Strays. I don't know anything about it. So I don't know anything about this guy, honestly. Like, he directed Becoming Bond, a Hulu distributed documentary about the Australian actor George Lazenby. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know much about him, but apparently he's directing the film. So we'll see, is he actually somebody that was like, yeah, I'm a fan of Spaceballs and want to do this? Or was he one of Josh Gad's fucking friends that he was like, yo, you got to come direct this because Spaceballs is cool or whatever. It's also being written by Benji Samit, which I know that name from somewhere. Benji Summit. Let's see here. Holy shit, they all fucking look like Josh Gad. This is what Benji looks like. That's Benji for you. Benji Summit. He's one of the writers. Let's see here. He wrote okay, he wrote Detective Pikachu, The Addams Family 2, Mutant Mayhem. So, I mean, I won't give him too much shit for that. That's a decent filmography at least. He also wrote for The Tick, which was the show on Amazon. That is actually a big positive. If he works for if he worked on The Tick was great. But he also was writing with Dan Hernandez, who's his like writing partner, who also wrote the same things that he wrote. I don't know, man. It gives me some red flags. We've seen way too many situations where these younger writers come in here and take over these IPs and inject all their like modern humor and modern sensibilities, and they don't want to offend anybody. They don't want to say the wrong things, and that shit gets really old after a while because I want it to be a good Spaceballs comedy. I also do think that a pitfall of this movie could be that they spend too much time shitting on Disney. Yes, shitting on Disney should be a huge part of it. Shitting on the corporatization of films and all the stupid sequels. I think they should make fun of the sequelitis. But a real big problem that I think a lot of modern comedies have had, and sequels to popular comedies have had, is that they become so self-referential, yeah, that they forget to inject actual jokes into the movie that aren't just callbacks to the previous film. Or they spend so much time shitting on everything around them that they forget that like just shitting on stuff isn't necessarily the crux of the humor. So I've never been in on a movie and then out on a movie so fast. Yeah, I feel that, man. What's up, Comics Dad? How you doing, man? I'm doing good, bro. I'm chilling. Yeah, we're doing a little stream before Epic Verse tonight, so I've lost beeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps. I just don't trust remakes of great movies. That's true. JJ52 says Kung Pao, Chosen One, Master Pain, Wimp Low. There you go. Kung Pao's legit, bro. That one deserves a sequel. Josh Gad seems like he's be on set for be on the onset fluffer for a Disney Star Wars project. Yeah, dude, I don't disagree. He also worked on the History of the World Part 2 series. It was shit. That was what I saw a lot of people say, is that was another thing that he worked on that gives a lot of people pause. So if he's worked with Mel Brooks on something already and didn't do a good job of actually like carrying Mel Brooks's vision forward, which I don't think Josh Gad is the guy to do that anyways, that is concerning. So Joan Rivers is dead, John Candy is dead, the time has passed. It's not a bad take. What's up, Blue Ridge Bear? How you doing? Warburg says check please. Let me make sure I'm caught up on everybody. Okay, here. They fucking, it's, dude, probably sounds bad already. It's gonna be a cringe fest. Well, Josh Gad starring in it is weird to me. I don't know why he feels like he needs to star in it, unless he's playing Barf's son, which maybe that's what they're gonna do. Is it's gonna be Barf's son. Now, okay, there's a through line here that maybe you could make it work. He plays Barf's son, and you kind of play off of the prequels in that he's in search for like Lone Star and finds him, and Lone Star's like this like exiled hermit guy who's lost like all hope and all that shit, but really like that's not really what's going on. Maybe there's like something else happening. Like maybe you could do something like that and kind of make fun of The Last Jedi, but I don't know, man. It's just, my concern is it's going to be a lot of injected modern humor and talking about why other jokes in the past weren't funny and why other shit was offensive, and I just don't know that anybody making these movies today has the balls to actually make a Mel Brooks comedy, like a proper one. And that doesn't even mean to be offensive for being offensive sake, because that's also, I think, the wrong thing that people walk away with when people are like, yeah, man, we need to do more Mel Brooks comedies and we need to do Blazing Saddles again because, you know, you gotta be able to say the N-word in movies. You gotta be able to call gay people, you know, the F slur and stuff. It's like, no, man, it was just when there was a joke to be made there that you make it. and then you let consensus, not consensus of the masses, but you let consensus of the people around you. You get trusted comedians, people around you that are looking at your script and going, yo, this joke actually really hits, this joke doesn't really hit, and you have to have an edge behind it. Mel Brooks always had a reason for why he did the humor that he did. You know, whether it was mocking something, making parody of something, whether it was calling out hypocrisy, all that stuff, there was an edge to all of it. And it was social commentary, but it wasn't social commentary in the way that we do it today, where we're trying to push a message. It was just like, yo, I'm going to say a thing and we're going to make a joke about it, and you're going to find out why it seems ridiculous coming out of the mouth of somebody, you know, this exaggerated character I wrote in a film. I think that is a lost art form nowadays. It's why we talk and complain about comedy so much nowadays, is because people just aren't willing to make the jokes that are there. And one of my favorite things about like Tropic Thunder, which we talk about a lot as one of the last great comedies, is that they made jokes and they were willing to make really offensive jokes. And if they pushed the line too far, there wasn't immediately people walking off set, getting offended and being all up mad and shit. It was, okay, this joke might have gone too far, or like, that feels mean-spirited. But like, okay, all right, we can still work with the jokes that we're making. We know what we're trying to do. It's a parody. It's a commentary on Hollywood culture. It's a commentary on modern culture. It's a commentary on sequels and sequelitis and prequels and stuff like that. If this movie follows in the footsteps of Mel Brooks's previous movies, and if it takes the inspiration for younger writers, takes the inspiration from Tropic Thunder, it could be a good movie. I would rather it risk being offensive and make a bad joke than try to play it safe and not make jokes at all. So there's never been a bad Tick anything since Horror Host. I don't disagree with you. Both Tick series, one Patrick Warburton was great, and then the one with Peter, oh my gosh, Sarah Finowitz. Yeah, that one was really good. Especially season 2. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was really good. I love The Tick. The Tick was great. I'm bummed that Amazon canceled it. I think they should have stuck with it for a little bit more. Red flags be damned. To ludicrous speed. It's probably going to be as bad as the first one, says Sissy. That's why I love Spaceballs, Sissy. I mean, that's fair. I know it's not for everybody. How bad was the History of the World Part 2? I haven't seen it, Psycho Magus, so I don't know. They're combing the but they're combing the desert, Mike. Combing the desert. There's plenty of hesitancy there. I don't know. I see the possibilities for something here. Yeah, I mean, it could be. You use the same joke too often and it gets old quick. Yeah, that's true. My drink is warm now. Yuck. I guess this movie could make Plaid popular again. That's really fucking good. Hi, Z Highness. Welcome in. Oh God, if he's Barf's son, then I am out. I think that's probably the direction they're gonna go. No Bartholomew. No fucking thanks. No, you can't make it work. Stop. What's up, Beach Dad? How you doing, man? Hey, no worries. Thank you. I appreciate my lurkers. Shout out to my lurkers. Josh Gad could be playing a tweener. I know Beardo would really like that. So Meek just nailed the script for their movie. I wish I had the money to do a sequel to Firefly, where a young Imperial saw the broadcast and started questioning everything and ends up chasing the truth of the galaxy at the cost of his career. That could be great. You know, you can do sequels with younger cast members if you understand what the theme and the idea was in the first place. You know, doing a Firefly sequel that follows a young Imperial that becomes a rebel and is inspired by a different cause, but is trying to do the same thing that Mal was. You know, Mal is like a guy that was on the losing side of a war that's fighting against this imperial tyranny and just trying to find his way in the world and trying to be free in a world that refuses to allow him to be free is great. So finding an Imperial that then takes up that same kind of cause, that same kind of motivation in this Wild West world that they built would be great. You could absolutely do that. And you don't have to necessarily reference the previous stuff. You know, I think having nods to it and stuff like that is important. I think there's some loose ends to Firefly that you could even tap if you wanted to. You have him run into River Tam if you want to. Have him run into Mal, you know, things like that. You know, or oh my gosh, what is his name? Hold on. Firefly. I want to see more of, I don't know if that Jubal Early. I don't know if the actor that plays Jubal Early is still alive. Let me look him up. But doing like a sequel to Firefly and having like maybe Jubal Early show up again, that could be kind of rad. Richard Brooks. Hold on. Is he still alive? Richard Brooks. Yeah, he's still alive. He's 62. He could absolutely still do Jubal Early if he wanted to. Bro, that could be rad. I would watch the shit out of that, actually. Yeah, Jubal Early coming back and like being a villain, you know. No faith in Blazing Saddles 2. I will say this, I have a lot more confidence in a Spaceballs 2 than I do a Blazing Saddles 2. I do not think we will ever get a Blazing Saddles 2. I just don't think anybody has the balls to make that film. You know, you essentially, if anything, the closest we've ever gotten to a Blazing Saddles 2 would be Django Unchained, which isn't a proper comedy. It has comedic tones in it for sure, but that's the closest I think we will ever get to a Blazing Saddles 2. I just don't think Hollywood has the balls for it, and I don't think anybody with enough influence to make that film has the balls to make that film. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think Django Unchained was the closest we'll probably ever get to Blazing Saddles 2. A joke is funny only when it's not forced. You and all of us know that. Absolutely. Even some of the actors in Blazing Saddles didn't want to say the N-word. Yeah, it was pushing the envelope even back then. They need to see where they take Barf to the vet and have him put down or mention it. That would be kind of funny, actually. Hey, where are the white women at?
Hey, where are the white women at?
If Mel Brooks could just do Mel Brooks, it would have a shot, but it's limited by modern sensitivities. Then it won't be worth the gas to get to the theater. It's true. Disbrew says, I hope they cast Pedro Pascal. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised. Dude, Disbrew, on the stream you were on, somebody mentioned, hold on. Somebody mentioned how many things that Pedro Pascal has been in, like his like filmography, and it was like bigger than like Tom Cruise's or some crazy shit like that. And I was like, what? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, he's been in a lot of fucking movies. He's been in a lot of shit, bro. I don't understand it. I legitimately don't get it. I'm not like saying he's even the worst. I don't understand how this guy keeps getting, well, I think I do know how he's getting roles, but I'm not going to say that. Tom Cruise was the best in Tropic Thunder. He was great, man. Robert Downey Jr. is my favorite part of the whole movie, though. That shit is so fucking funny to me. That meta commentary, like an Australian actor playing a black guy, is some of the funniest shit. And I know somebody recently, I don't remember who it was. Somebody recently did a stream. What was it, Gary? I don't remember who it was. Somebody recently did a stream where they went back and watched the DVD behind the scenes of Robert Downey Jr. In Tropic Thunder, where he continues with Kirk Lazarus playing Lincoln Osiris, where he like met Lincoln Osiris's family and like was in character the whole time and making him relive a bunch of trauma and shit about. Yeah, dude, that shit was so funny. What's up, Radio Chimp? How you doing, man? I'm not optimistic for Spaceballs 2, to be honest. I don't think so either. Yeah, I want it to be good. I want to be excited. I'm like neutral to slightly excited. I'm far more excited for the Naked Gun movie. That's for sure. Tropic Thunder, successor to Mel Brooks films? Absolutely. Absolutely. Gray Goes for 5 says, that is my Virgin alarm. It's made to go off before you do. That's so fucking good. Farrell is the Bastiaro. That's crazy. Good sequel, Short Circuit 2 did holding out for a hero before Shrek. That's true. And I actually like Short Circuit 2 more than Short Circuit 1, so I feel that. If he does play Barf's son, it would probably be also parody Top Gun Maverick, with him being angry at Lone Star. Could also throw an Independence Day joke or two in there as well. Yeah, I mean, it could do a lot of really good stuff. There's a lot of potential there. I just don't think that any of the modern writers have the capability to pull that off. So, Baked Ewok says, "What's up, DSP's brother? Guys, we've been playing for an hour, and we only have made $11. What are we doing?" I saw some fucking clip from him the other day about that, dude. I can't fucking believe it. Bro, I don't wish bad on anybody. I really don't. I just don't understand it. Like, I fucking don't get it, bro. Like, I can't even imagine somebody fucking talking to me like that. I mean, like, we've been playing for an hour and we've only made $11. What are we doing, guys? It's like, holy shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? But he's still around. He's still around kicking. I don't know. Internet's a weird place. Ward of the Words says, "Honestly, I hope the thing is about taking the piss out of sequels and remakes and the lack of original IPs." I mean, I'm sure it will be. The other thing is, Josh Gad works for Disney. He's worked for Disney, but he works for Disney, especially if there's like a third Frozen coming out. So that's the other question I have. How much is he going to get away with shitting on Disney? He's a producer, so he has creative input. You know, if he's helping write it, he's producing it, he's starring in it, how much is he going to let them shit on Disney and their sequels and and Star Wars as an IP, especially knowing the state that Star Wars is in right now, knowing the state that the Star Wars IP is in, you know? And then I'm trying to think, who is the distributor for that? Hold on. Who's the studio that made Spaceballs? It was Metron. It was MGM. Hold on, let me see here. So, MGM owned the rights. So it could be MGM that heads it up. Yeah, okay, yeah. Amazon MGM Studios is the one working on it. So if that's the case, there may not need to be concern. Yep. Okay, they're the ones doing the thing. So that they may not have to be worried about Disney's influence directly on it. Like, hey, the studio running this is Disney, so that we can only make certain jokes. But I still am concerned if part of what we're dealing with is literally a producer and an actor that worked for Disney that doesn't want to lose that job. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see how that all works. Let me see here. So also it looks like confirmed. So Lewis Pullman is also rumored to be in Spaceballs 2. Interesting. So Bill Pullman's son is also in it. Keke Palmer's rumored to be in it. That doesn't really give me any like bad or good. Keke Palmer's whatever right now. But yeah, Brooks, Bill Pullman, Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks is coming back as Yogurt. Rick Moranis, and then what's her name? Daphne Zuniga is also rumored to come back. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. You know, I would just be concerned to have like somebody who has like conflicting interests to also be involved in this when he's worked for Disney consistently. And like, at what point do you go, you know what, you may not be totally unbiased for this, you know? What's up, Darth Bane? It says, I'm really late, but at least I'm not gay. That's true. You can be gay if you want to, though. Right now. I mean, here in this chat, nobody will tell me. Nobody will say. John Golden says, oh, he was the villain in Crow, City of Angels. Who was? What's up, Astral Chain? Welcome in, man. Aurelio CP for 199 says, your rapper name is Cheeked Meek, like Cheek Mill. I'm okay with it. Cheek Meek.
Riding around the block with a Glock. Yo ass finna get shot.
Yeah. Christian says we could never have a Blazing Saddles 2. New generations just won't get the humor, and no one has the cojones for it. I do agree. I don't think anybody has the balls to do it. So, Blazing Saddles 2 without Cleavon Little, Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor seems even more pointless. That's true. I do agree with that. Mel Brooks is legendary for his peak, but he's well past it now. Yeah, I mean, and he's worked on some other projects. Like he did they redid Get Smart with Steve Carell, which was like kind of a mess of a movie, but it was fine. Like the movie was funny at times, but it was still kind of a mess of a movie as well. But I don't think that necessarily had anything to do with Mel Brooks. It was just kind of a mess in general. Sounds like an Epic version needs to produce that movie then. Maybe one day. I'm here now, chat. Have no fear and be very afraid, says the milkman. Oh, we're both. He checks too many boxes while passing for white. That's true. My greatest challenge in life is trying to believe he's interested in Dakota Johnson in a rom-com. Bro, if you feel any chemistry, we can confirm that Pedro Pascal is the greatest actor of all time. If he's able to play opposite Dakota Johnson, Miss Wooden Doll herself, and create any level of chemistry, knowing that he is almost too gay to play straight, it'd be interesting. So sick of Pedro P. He's like a human flatboard. He used to be good and stuff. Want to make Disparu squirm? Bring up the U.S. Red Dwarf adaptation. The United States is doing a Red Dwarf adaptation? What? Oh, they already did it once. Red Dwarf USA? Ugh. Ultimate goal of Red Dwarf USA. I'd never heard of this before. Interesting. Oh, let me pull this up. This will make Disparu upset. He hates stuff like this. So the ultimate goal of the project was to create a new version of the television series for airing on U.S. television. Although 2 pilot episodes were made, they were not picked up and the project ultimately never came to fruition. Grant and Naylor themselves, not satisfied with the 2 pilots, declared the project a failure. I'm like, well, you guys were involved in that. That's weird. Interesting. Huh. Maybe I'll have to check that out one day. If I could get away with watching it, maybe I'll have to do like, maybe I'll watch it on like, I don't know, Discord or Rumble or something like that, where we could like watch that play out and Disparu could like, me and Disparu could do commentary on it. Gets the roles because of his skills with lighting. Oh man, bro. Oh, Mickey got the vet on X. Oh, let me check here. Just let your soul glow. Like, you use a guy from Cracker Milk that looks like Pedro Pascal to make fun of Pedro Pascal. That would be kind of funny. Like, have a Mandalorian character that wears a helmet all the time. I could find that pretty fucking funny. That's wild. That's wild, Z Highness. That's really funny, but that's also wild. Wow. That's crazy stuff. I appreciate you, Z Highness. This is wild, bro. I wish Tom Hardy and Kyle Urban were as used as Pedro. I agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, actual good actors getting a lot more roles. Yeah. It involves knee pads, I better, presenting his ass. I gotta go. See you on the Epic stream. Yeah, no worries, my creative arsenal. Appreciate you, bro. Still awful adaptation before Amazon did it. Yeah. The better fact about it is rumor screwed over Lister, who they didn't want to go over the pond. Oh, so it was almost intentional. That's funny. Tropic Thunder is Tom Cruise's best role. His best role? Interesting. He doesn't break characters on the DVD commentary. Yeah, which actually on the DVD commentary, he slowly comes out of character. It's fucking great. They're fine hiring Crichton, who they thought was an American. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like an absolute fucking disaster, bro. They remade Blazing Saddles already when they made the cartoon with the dogs and cats a few years ago when the dog wanted to learn how to be a samurai. Really? I don't know what movie that is. Interesting. Naked Gun does show a lot more promise. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Naked Gun looks like it might be unapologetically funny. I hope it doesn't disappoint. Yeah, I do too. He's married. Listen. Fucking the DSP's fucking out of control, bro. How did the cockroach even stay around? I don't know how he pulls it off, bro, but we need to, okay, add it in to make it the perfect DSP impression. Yeah. DSP, the internet's favorite internet beggar. Sending DSP Bunny is like throwing gasoline on a school bus fire. That's crazy. Hey man, no problem. Appreciate you, Baked Ewok. Have a good night, man. Only balls Josh Gad has are the ones in his mouth. That's crazy, bro. Despite what I said, it just entered my mind the possibility that there would be a dig at Gina Carano, which would ultimately tank it regardless. Yeah, I don't think that they'll take a shot at Gina. I hope they don't, but what's up, Spirian? Welcome in, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'd be kind of pissed if they took a shot at Gina. There's no fucking reason for that. DK's Kitchen said, love you, Mike. No homo. It's okay. You can be a little homo. Are you hitting on him? No, trash talk. Maybe a little bit. Frank the Tank for $11 says, Meek better than DSP. I just caught the fucking $11, bro. Oh, goodness gracious, bro. That's wild. Thank you for the $11, Frank. Meek better than DSP. At this point, with the success of the Switch 2 that the moron gamers and Nintendo fans get, the dog shit industry they pay for, the Switch 2 is what the Switch 1 should have been. That's actually true. The Switch 2 feels like a perfected Switch 1. But here's the thing. Listen, Frank. Hear me out, Frank. Listen. Guys, hear me out. Any of you Nintendo detractors, hear me out. First of all, Geeks and Gamers help me with it. Second of all, listen. What made it worth it? Because somebody said, I can't believe Mike gave up on the gimmick with the Super Switch, and he said that, blah, 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 blah. You know, I get it. But look at this. How many people got this exclusive, one-of-a-kind, okay, Switch 2 Day 1 launch commemorative collectible coin? How many people got this? It's one of a kind. You can't go on Etsy and get this. You can't go on eBay and find one of these. Nobody's selling these anywhere. One of a kind. And by one of a kind, I mean 1 out of like 10 million, but still, look at it. Doesn't it make it worth it? Doesn't it make that all worth it? Just saying. Just saying. Jubal Early Actor was the villain in Crow City of Angels. Oh, gotcha. That's actually rad. I've seen The Crow, but I don't think I've seen Crow City of Angels. I love that you and Beardo have great sense of humor. Thank you, sir. Well, appreciate it, Aurelio. Yeah, dude. You can't be on the internet and not have a sense of humor, man. Taking yourself too seriously just ruin your whole fucking life, man. Pascal was great in Narcos. That's what I've heard. I am so sorry, says Obscura Master. You're all good. Pedro Pascal is good as a supporting actor. I liked him in Narcos and Kingman too. He don't have the skill to be a leading dude. I mean, that's fair. George the Gator, welcome in, says, good evening, Mike and chat. Fuck Twitch. They banned my account for saying bad words. Yeah, Twitch is kind of a mess, bro. They have a hard time over there. Stream it on Kick. I don't know if I can show things on Kick. I still might get copyright claimed. I'll have to check it out and see. You got a link to your Discord? I don't even have a Discord, bro. Like, I have a Discord, but I don't use it. I'm not even the owner of that Discord. It's someone else that made it for me. Then they're not even active on that Discord. I need to create one. But guys, if you guys haven't noticed, okay, I have a little bit of problems with technology. Okay, it's not that I couldn't figure it out. It's that I don't put the energy forward to figure it out. Okay, some things I'll figure out because I get so hyper fucking focused on it that I'm like, I have to figure this out and do it. Other things I'm like, yeah, I could, but like, I don't know, man. I'm doing okay without it, you know? I probably should get a Discord though. I probably should just get a fucking Discord. What's up, Gig Giggity? Welcome in, man. Glithathan for 5 says, a clear mask so you can see his face, but he cannot take it off. There you go. Disper says, yeah, when Lister found out that Rimmer was going to do it, he assumed they wanted him as well. Rimmer never told him, and he just left to go to America, leaving him to realize on his own. Dude, I'd be pissed if that happened. Another movie, it was recently the 30th anniversary of 90s Casper. Really? That's old school. You know, I never even thought about having my kid watch Casper, the original Casper. Yeah, she likes like movies like that, like spooky movies and stuff like that. DSP is the boneless wings of the internet.
Stop! You violated the law.
I don't think I can. I don't accept that. I don't like the blasphemy that we're using against boneless wings here.
In fealty of the God Emperor, our undying Lord, and by the grace of the Golden Throne, I declare exterminatus.
Listen, blasphemy against boneless wings will not stand here. All right. Super YouTube didn't tell me you was live. It's okay, Haggy. It didn't tell a lot of people I was live. So, Meek, you got to work on the afro. Too many spikes in it, bro. It's called fucking humidity and just like fucking living my life, bro. My hair's a mess. It's all over the place. It's a mess. Here we go with the coin again. What does that mean? Grego says I bought one off eBay for... Wrong. It's not real.
Emotional damage.
It's not real. The only real ones are the ones you get day one. Look at the back. You gotta go to Best Buy. 2025. You gotta go the day one launch of the Switch 2. That's the only way to get these. It's the only way. My child walked in the room and was like, what are you screaming about? It's the only way to get one of these. You can't just buy these. They're exclusive. My God, the coin for the 84th time. Man, screw a coin. They kept suing Pal World, so after Nintendo. Yeah, but guess what? You know what? Pal World developers don't have a Switch 2 day one exclusive commemorative launch day coin. If they had one of those, I don't think they'd care what Nintendo did to them. Ready for the Switch 2 giveaway. John Ambrose says, hey, is that one of a kind? Mike's turning into Golem with that coin. That's Geeks and Gamers coin. They can pry it out of my cold, dead fingers. This coin is mine forever. I waited in line for 2 hours to get one of these. 2 hours. Oh. That also made you drop it earlier this week. It's damaged. It's worthless. No! Look at it. It's flawless. Look. Oh, you can see the halo shine. Look at that. Oh, look at that. It's nice. Hold on. If I turn my lights off all the way, look. Look at it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Can I have it, Mike? No, it's mine. Mike, you that goddamn coin look like Golem in the One Ring. Genesis what Nintendo Dennis. I feel so fucking dumb right now. I can barely say that. You didn't miss anything skipping the Crow sequel. I mean, that's fair. In 10 years, the Switch will be just as good as my 6-year-old PC with a 1660 in it. I don't understand why people paid so much for that pit of dateware. It's Nintendo. People that are loyal to Nintendo, you know, they're exclusive. They're exclusives. The culture around Nintendo, a lot of people are just big fans of it. Doesn't matter. You get people like that with consoles. You get what we just talked about it. We just talked about DSP. He still has people that pay him money and are fans of his playthroughs.
If you would join us.
You know? Anthem 21, thank you for the subscription. DSP still has a ton of people that watch him. I don't know what his numbers are. I don't look at them, but like, I mean, you know, he's still got like people that follow him and donate money to him and stuff. you know, and I would argue that DSP is far more, far less of a return on investment than Nintendo. Maybe. If I got that coin, it would go in the trash. Well, then that's why you don't have one. That's why you don't have one of these exclusive commemorative coins, because you don't value it. I value it. Yeah. Put it in my eye. Become a new villain. The I don't know. I was going to say something, and I realized right before I said it that I can't say that on stream. But I could be a bad guy with the coin, and I'd wear it like a little monocle all the time. Yeah. And then when Decepticon says I'm envious of the coin, listen, it's okay. That's why I let you guys look at it, because I get it. It's difficult, you know, but like, I like to show it off, let you guys look at it, decide, you know, see it and be like, oh, that's really cool. What a nice coin. What a nice coin he has there. So if Mike shows us his coin purse, we will know whose balls are in Josh Gad's mouth. That's wild. How much money to smash that coin with a hammer? Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on. Okay, you could buy, here's one on there's some on eBay for like, this one's for like $70. This one's for like 80. How much to smash the coin with a hammer? It can't be something small. I'd do it for $1,000. Does that seem exorbitantly high? Well, that's because it's a Switch 2 day one commemorative day one launch exclusive collector's coin. That's why. If I'm going to smash it with a hammer, it's going to be a lot of money, because I'm not just giving it up. It's exclusive. It's one of a kind. $1,000, and I'll smash it with a hammer. I'll videotape the whole fucking thing. But I know that you don't want me to smash this coin. You all love looking at it. You love the shine on it, the weight. You can almost listen. You can almost feel the weight of the coin through the camera. Look at this. Look. Can you feel it? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Do you feel it? Do you feel the heaviness of it? You can rub it. You can almost taste it you can almost taste it to the camera. We're never going to smash the coin. I'm returned from making dinner, and Mike's talking about that coin again. Always going to talk about the coin. What's up, Big Phrase? People are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy and this fucking coin? If nobody's ever watched my streams, I know people are like, what the fuck is he going on about? Spirian for 2. Pear character doing a shaka sign with his hand and saying, cool. Are you talking about for me? I could do that. That would actually be a good one. I need to update a bunch of stuff in this channel, bro. Like, probably add some new emojis. I know I have room to add more emojis right now if I wanted to. Hey, appreciate you. Now we're to the 7th for $1. Epic Mike, can you hold up the coin and say my precious like Golem? My precious. My precious. There we go. It's all for you. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate you. You've been saying you will create a Discord for a year. I've been saying it for a lot longer than a year, Haggy. Okay? I'm just bad at stuff like that, bro. The horror host for 2 says the coin will be the One Ring of G&G. Just watch. Better not be. I'm not giving it up. Ironheart's greatest nemesis, the never-ending She used all of her batteries for building her suit so she can't replace it in her fire. Dude, oh no. That's wild, bro. You bad with technology? Still can't figure out how to send a goddamn super chat. Oh, that's okay. I'm not even anti-Nintendo. I just can't stand how many people will let them get away with shit they destroy any other company for because of nostalgia. I mean, that's fair. That's a great point. Nintendo gets a lot of leeway from their fans. Let's calm down. Boneless wings are still good even if they are just nugs. That's true. They're very tasty. Haggy for 2, why are ghosts always white? Okay, I had an answer, and I legitimately couldn't say that on stream either. I don't know, because they're... I don't know. I had another answer, and I can't say that on stream, so... Donald McNamara says, Grey Knights for life. You know it. Look at that. Grey Knights Strike Squad. Oh. Look at him. Would you just look at it? Well, let me get my other Grey Knight here. He's in a oh fuck. He's in like a Titan suit or whatever. Look at that guy. Look at that. Hold on. Alfred, turn off the lights. Look at that. Beautiful coloring. Beautiful paint job. Look at that. Thank you, Alfred. Turn the lights back on. Alfred, turn the lights back on. I saw a video where Eric Idle went over his iconic roles and remembered nothing about being in Casper. I mean, those guys have been around for a long time too, man. It's a lot to remember. A stall 14 for 2 says still waiting on Kung Fu Hustle 2. I've heard that that's in the works right now. I would love to see that. If you hate boneless wings, you're an enemy of man. I respect that. It told me you were live and I accidentally hit the notification, so here I am. Well, Trash Talk, whether you get here by accident or you get here on purpose, I appreciate you being here. Can you spin that coin on a pick? Probably. You and your stupid coin, don't be jealous. I can beat that coin easily. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is the movie soundtrack CD. Oh. I mean, I'm not saying I would trade, but let's Dragon says, damn, didn't know about the coins. I know you didn't. A lot of people didn't know about the coins, but here. Yeah, that one's 3D printed. No, it's metal. Epic Mike, do you need a hug? Probably. I probably do. Apparently, yeah, that'd be a good reason to get I can see why they would ban you for that, George Gator. I'm not saying it's right, but I can see why they would do it. What's up, Neil Horn? Welcome in. Dad, are you okay? My kid were like, what? They are used to me yelling and screaming, Chrysanth, but not about a coin. Gray Goes for 5 says, baby epic. Mom, Dad's being weird and yelling at the computer again with that stupid coin. Sean Lash, or Lasich says, wait, Meek is sober? I thought there was no way he could do this without drinking. You guys want to hear something really wild? If you didn't already know this about me, okay? If you did not know this about me, I do not drink anything. I don't drink any alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke weed. I barely take medication for I barely take aspirin and stuff unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, I live a very sober life that way. That's just my thing. I never really got into drinking alcohol and stuff when I was younger. I just don't like the idea of it. I don't like the smell of it. Even the sips I've had of it tastes awful to me. It's just not a thing ever. So yeah, I do all of this sober because might be slightly insane. That's really what it comes down to. So Mike, I'm not worried about you having diabetes. I'm worried about you having hypertension, dude. I don't have a hypertension either. Nope. My heart runs very good. Strong like bull. Frank the Tank member for 10 months says, Meek, the Switch 2 only selling point is that it plays Switch 1 games like not garbage. It's not wrong. And and a worse version of Mario Kart, nostalgia is a hell of a drug. That and then the commemorative coins. But I agree. I get it. I feel like Dunkirk could have been a movie if it wasn't directed by Christopher Nolan. It's not that's not hating on Nolan. It just has its worst tendencies along with Tenet. I actually have not seen Dunkirk yet, so I would not wait in line for 2 hours. Well, we make bad choices for some reason. So sorry, my buddy bought a dozen coins off eBay. No, he didn't. But that coin's made out of plastic. It's actually made out of metal. Listen, I'll even play. I'll let you hear the sound out of it. Why would I want an autofocus coin? Because it's multi-dimensional. Listen. See that? We need to leave you and the coin alone for a while. No, I can do that without you guys noticing. Don't worry. How much to smash it? $1,000. $1,000 bucks. All right, I gotta catch up on chat because we gotta wrap it up pretty soon here. I'll just get one from Temu. Don't you dare. DSP is the saddest loser on the entire internet. That's crazy. It was the mic in the bedroom with a dragon. Wow, bro. And thank you, Naruto the 7th. I hope you have a good night. I like how you guys are. He's looking at how much it's worth. I am. Now that I know what to set my 3D printer to making 24/7, orange coins, $500 a piece. Don't do it, Mike. Is coin code for your wiener? Yes. He's not looking it up on eBay because they don't exist on eBay. There is no other way to get them. That's exactly right. See, what Disparu is saying, because Disparu is correct. I was looking at approximations because you can't find this for sale anywhere. Remember, because they're one of a kind. You can't find them online anywhere. You can't just buy them online. So what I'm saying is that's the approximate value that somebody might assign to a coin of equal or semi-equal size, similar size and quality. How for sale am I? You cannot buy me. That is illegal. You need a Dr. Doom mask on your picture thing and mount the coin on the forehead of it? Holy shit, that's a great idea. Dude, I was bummed because somebody offered if I went to Vegas to bring me a Dr. Doom mask, and I wasn't able to make it to Vegas. I need to open up a P.O. box so you guys can send me shit, because I need a Dr. Doom mask. Remember, you don't keep the full super chat. I mean, that's fair. $500 to hit it with a 20-pound sledge. It'd have to be $500 chats or $1,000 over anything. The cake taught him nothing. That's double the cake stream, bro. $2 super chat would be worth smashing the coin. No. How much to eat the coin? Probably like enough money to take care of my family after I die. So $70 to $80. The fat kid line was right. Yeah, but that's right now. That's not considering the future when people have lost all of them. You doing a Scream stream for Friday the 13th? Is that what's coming up? Maybe. Actually, maybe. That's not a bad idea. Everything has a price here, it seems. Turns his back on his coin just like that. I'm saying it because I don't think anybody would ever pay it. They're in the grip from the best. Laughs in House Merrick Handbook. Last time I looked at the price, it was $1,750. That's wild. Is my noise with Tenno retarded fans due to the fact that I don't experience nostalgia? Frank's like, I don't have that feeling in my head. Mike, I'll give you $100 US for that coin. Nope. Sorry. Is that a Switch 2? See? John Ambler gets it. Is that a Switch 2 Day 1 collector's exclusive coin? I didn't quite catch that. It is. Kaleche OK for 2 says, I hope you lose that thing. Never going to happen. It sits here on my desk forever. Untouched by man. Except for me. But I'm not a man. Wyoming Sasquatch for 2 says, flipping that coin like Two-Face has to kill people. You're not playing the odds, friend. Speaking of that, I gotta find it. I have it in like a collector's thing. Chris Gore actually gave me Dark Knight Two-Face coin. It was fucking rad. Yeah, it has like the burnt side on one side. That shit was rad. So buy one for $50 and smash that one. I would know. You can't buy these, remember? You know where that coin has been before it reached your hands? In a plastic case. So, Miki, why you gay? The world may never know. Who's chirping? There's no chirp. It's powered by Deeming Magic. It's the trailer. That's crazy. Mike, when you catch up to chat, let us know how the Spaceballs 2 sequel there in 2027. That's fucking wild, bro. They're a black ghost. You can't see them in the dark. That's a better one because the joke I had was, oh boy. Harbinger for 5. Golden British Pound says, Meek flips his coin and hostily makes people choose whether he eats cake or sucks on boneless chicken wings. No! I don't suck on the wings. Thanatos for 2 says, your wife must hate that coin. She hasn't hated it yet, but maybe one day. I'm a Death Watch man myself. Inquisition for the win. Death Watch is fucking rad. I will give him that. I just like the Grey Knights the most. Smash that for $1,000. Yeah, I'll smash it for $1,000. I don't give a fuck. Old school Grey Knights metal Justicar, rock the plastic. Just don't do it for me, for the Emperor. I mean, that's fair. Dude, the metal, like a pewter Grey Knight would be fucking rad. Damn, they could 3D print out a metal now? No, it's not 3D printed, it's real. He only takes Coke. Yeah, you gotta pay me in Coke. That's crazy. Mike doesn't drink Pepsi, he just sells Coke. That's crazy. You sure you black? At least half. All right, I do gotta wrap it up. All right, we got 10 minutes before I gotta start Epic Verse. So, all right, guys, listen, I appreciate you. Don't trust it, you bite it. All right, I don't fuck up my teeth for this. Look at that. That did not taste good in my mouth. Damn, that sounds plastic as fuck. That's why it's metal. Look how shiny it is. It's metal. Look. And just, dude, I was actually worried because it is metal, but I was like, what if it's like, it just fucking bends? Oh, dude, I'd be so sad. I'm surprised he hasn't put that coin in a plastic case. It does have a plastic case, but I lost the top of the plastic case. I haven't been able to find it anywhere, so it's just sitting on my desk. Oh fuck, dude. Is Epic Verse happening? It is. I'm actually gonna get ready to finish up here. Go. Don't you mean the MC Doom mask? Yes. Yeah. Either of them. I would wear a Dr. Doom mask. I'd wear like an MC Doom mask. Yeah. MF Doom mask, I mean. MF Doom. Yeah. Anyways. Well, she had a good idea. First time for everything, I suppose. I have a lot of good ideas. Or I wouldn't be here talking to you guys if I had bad ideas all the time. It would be epic if one of Mike's kids lost that coin. Well, then I have to lose a kid. I'll just make another one that looks just like him. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. So, all right, John Amber, I appreciate you. I do got to bounce as well, guys. All right, so I'm gonna go over to the Epic Verse channel. We're gonna raid them here. We're gonna wrap it up over here and raid that channel as this stream ends. Be sure to go check that out. We'll be hanging out, doing an awesome stream, hanging out, having fun, doing a tier list. No Ben tonight. Ben is gone. He traveled to some other fucking country or some shit. He's doing some weird thing in some other foreign country. I don't know exactly what he's doing, but I know you guys will not be too sad about Ben not being here, so that's okay. So yeah, guys, be sure to go check us out over there. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Let me make sure that I got the fucking channel up. I can't even raid the channel. Never mind. Oh, no, there it is. All right, I got it. Oh yeah, guys, so I'm gonna be over there in like 10 minutes. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Have a good rest of your night. Thank you for an awesome stream. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships. Thank you for the recommitments. And thank you most of all for your time and the great conversations. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Tomorrow will be a bigger stream. We'll be finishing up the Resident Evil 7 DLC and then maybe talking about stuff after that. If not, we'll just be finishing up the DLC and then the next game, Silent Hill 2, baby. All right, guys, take it easy. Talk to you soon. Later.